So today and yesterday I smoked. I'm smoking because I bought it, so I have it in my house. And once I have it in my house, it's difficult to not smoke. However, in a couple hours, I'll go to the room, which means change environment. If you have an addiction, changing environment is one of the best things you can do to interrupt the pattern. And then it's a bit easier to not fall in the pattern because you've changed environment. I might stay, I don't know how much I will stay, let's see, but I'm hopeful. As I was saying, just to share what I'm doing, tomorrow I'll go to Rome to do an exam, a written exam in university on classical mechanics, which is what Newton discovered, which is how we discovered that not really that planets orbit the sun in ellipses, but we learned why through mechanics. It's the beginning of modern science, classical mechanics. And one of the possible problems that I will have to solve in the exam would be something like if you have this fixated here, it's a ruler, and you have a body hitting the ruler like this, okay? Yeah, if you throw very well so that you pick the center of the ruler. If you don't take the center, it's more complicated motion. But if you are very precise and hit the center, by knowing how high this went with respect to this, knowing this height, you can know, if you know the mass of the mouse, you can know the velocity it had when it was the impact. So it's a fascinating, honestly, it's a fascinating topic. I don't know if you ever heard of science as fascinating. Maybe you hate science, maybe you hate mathematics. I wasn't a big fan of it until I understood it better. Now I think it's one of the best thing humankind has ever done. And this channel, as you can see from my first video, which is the guida, the explanation of how to buy a telescope 6 years ago, 2020, was me. There is my telescope, which is what I recommend to buy in the video 6 years ago, and I still believe it's a good, it's the best choice. However, yeah, you see, if you have an addiction, or in life in general, if you want a girl and you don't have it, a philosophy, a point of view which is kind of helpful, in my opinion, is to think about growing your garden instead of catching the butterflies in general, even if the butterflies are quitting weed. The thing is that if you quit weed, you don't have nothing else, or if you want a girl but don't have nothing else, still life is shit. You need a garden. If I think people don't know themselves, we can change, we might not know who we are in the present. However, I think that I love science, and after quitting weed, I would like to, how do you say, cultivate doing science on YouTube. It's something that I've always wanted to doing YouTube content which is taught, not just chatting like this. I wanted to do YouTube to be creative, not to talk, you know. And I think channels like this cannot last. Hamza was the best to ever do it in 2021, 2020. However, he can't last. If you every day you have to talk about things, eventually you run out of things to say. And by talking them over and over and over, you kinda complicate them, you distort your view in it, you cannot last. I don't think this is sustainable long term. Doing something like Veritasium, Tree Blue and Brown, Good Science channels on YouTube here, YouTube America. Yeah, kinda YouTube America, yeah. They are the best right now. This is, can be viewed as a prelude to that, maybe. What I said in the comments of my last video, where a British lad had said commented good job, I told him consistency. I told him that I didn't want to upload the day 2 of this series. But seeing his comments, I wanted to publish it, you know. And I told him consistency is the only thing that matters, because I can keep doing videos like this for 5 days, 6 days, 10 days, 15 days, always talking about wanting to quit with wanting I'm still quitting. Maybe some comments from you can motivate me, I don't know, but that sounded needy. I have to admit that is needy because I need help somehow, but I should go to the psychotherapy. I'm deciding that. But yeah, if I keep doing these videos, by day 40 I should have finished, no, to keep doing the cycle, because I observe it like yesterday, no, day 1 video, I watched it like a couple times. I like to watch my videos to remember why I don't have to smoke. Yeah, maybe I should talk more about that on the next video. Yeah, that video, this is too long now, so bye bye. But yeah, the next video, I think I will talk about why I need to do it. It matters for the future. So, see ya.